A woman suddenly noticed her neighbor frantically packing up to move. When she tried to ask what was happening, her neighbor looked at her as if she'd seen a monster, panic-stricken and terrified. The confused couple stepped out onto the street only to discover that everyone was running for their lives in a frenzy, as if something terrible was lurking nearby. Although John had no idea what was going on either, he decided to play it safe and get his family out of there. But halfway through their escape, something strange happened. The cars that had just left town started turning around and heading back. Things were getting bizarre, leaving John's family on edge. It wasn't until they got stuck in the traffic jam that they realized the only exit out of town had been blocked off by the military. Helicopters circled overhead, broadcasting messages urging residents to return to their homes and wait for rescue, as if some terrible incident had occurred. After hearing the announcement, the townspeople began turning their cars around. John and his wife didn't know what to do. Just then, a rock fell from above and smashed into their car hood. Looking up toward where the rock had fallen, they saw dust clouds swirling at the top of the cliff. Suddenly, 2 fighter jets roared overhead. Everyone gathered around, staring up at the sky. Nobody understood why fighter jets would appear over this remote little town. While everyone stood there puzzled, the planes suddenly began bombing the town. Witnessing this scene, everyone was absolutely terrified. If they had listened to the warnings and returned home, the consequences would have been unthinkable. In an instant, thick smoke billowed over the town. There were no survivors left. Even more horrifying, after completing their mission, the 2 planes turned around and headed straight for them. Seeing this, the crowd immediately erupted into chaos. The military was going to wipe them all out. Thinking quickly, the woman grabbed her husband and child and broke away from the crowd, running up the mountainside. Sure enough, just as they got away, the fighter jets dropped bombs right into the crowd. The 3 of them escaped into a school at the top of the mountain, which had a shelter specifically designed to protect against nuclear explosions. They climbed down the ladder and got inside. Just as the hatch door sealed shut, a massive explosion thundered overhead. Fortunately, the shelter was sturdy enough that they weren't harmed at all. When the sounds outside finally died down, the girl carefully took a periscope and extended it through the ventilation shaft, only to witness a horrifying scene.